Come with me on another adventure. I must go to work. I am covering for an instructor at LA Fitness. I need to take the bus there, so I have my crochet, have my iced coffee. We've got first snow in the city. Very beautiful. A little perspective as to how loud it gets here on 95th Station. I have to head back in the other direction for one stop, and then I have to get on the bus. Hopefully you can hear me. Here's a little update. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 22 rows done. So this yarn is coming up really, really nice. I like how it's pooling. But now that it's getting bigger, these lines are they're going to start to stretch out. So I'm curious to see how it's going to look. Yeah! Welcome back to the yarn dungeon. Got my beanie, got my scarf. I think I am going to officially declare it is crochet scarf season. Sometimes shape plays a deep role in my translation of emotion to garment. Every now and then I'll alternate between a triangle, square, a circle, and I really got into triangle scarves. So here is my design for this season. It is a triangle scarf. And also it is officially, I am going to call it Hue and Me season. Now, I don't have any other new colors yet, but I do have some in my stash. And that's what's important, right? What I did is I grabbed a couple of the same color. So I have 2 of this colorway, size 5 bulky yarn, 137 yards, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, so it actually retains some heat. This is specifically the color agave, gray, green, blue, undertone type of color. So now we're going to talk yarn. I just finished using one entire skein of that. If you're new here, my name is Gerardo Limon. I am a crochet designer, self-declared fiber yarn influencer here in Chicago. If I sound a little nasally, it's because I'm technically sick. I just love playing with yarn. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if this seems like your vibe. You can just go ahead and check limonchicago.com for all of my patterns. Some of the stuff that I make on the videos I put up on the website for you to buy. I have workshops where you can hang out with me live, get the free pattern, get a recording of the workshop, and then you learn some new skills with me. limonchicago.com. And so like I mentioned, I used an entire skein of this yarn to use whatever is here right now in my hand, and I have this long tail because I didn't want to cut it, so you guys can see how much is in a ball of yarn. If I really wanted to, I could actually tie this. You know, eventually it'll come undone, but this is what it looks like so far with just one. And I always like to challenge myself with how much I can get out of a ball of yarn, because I get it. Sometimes the budget only allows you to just save up your pennies for one of these as opposed to 2. I think this is great progress. I love what I'm doing so far, and I just want to continue it so that way I kind of get this big triangle scarf. I'm just going to quickly talk about it real quick. Works its way this way on the long ways. This looks really cool as a divider of the stitches, because here we have this nice front post back post alternating stitch going on, texture going on. We got the division of the 3D ridges again, and just normal half double crochet. I'm a big fan of half double crochet as opposed to double crochet. A lot of people's like go-to stitch is usually double crochet, but I am a firm believer that half double crochet looks always better when you're gonna choose any type of stitch. It's just literally repeat this with this. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna get, because as it gets bigger, you're using more of the yarn per row. But that being said, I'm hoping to get twice as big as this scarf. It'll look obnoxiously big, but also I think it'll look really nice with all the texture. I think I'm just going to follow what I did. So 2, 2, 3 with 2 sections of half double crochet. So half double ridges, half double ridges, and then alternating ridges. Hopefully I can end with a ridge. If not, I'll end with this and I'll be happy with that. I'll bring you guys back when that's done. Excuse the mess on the desk. We have finished the garment. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I don't think you guys are ready for this. Bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Hopefully you guys can see all that texture. Repeated, the sections. Well, except for 2 half double crochet, just did 1 half double and then 1 alternating. Another bouldering of 3, so I think this came out really delicious. You guys like this? Love it, mesh cowl. But yeah, let's get this baby on. Look at this, look at how big this is. Oof. Look at that. Oh. So beautiful, so beautiful. Let's go ahead and recap what we have done thus far. With my first time using Hue and Me, I would have to say that I am definitely sold on this yarn. So it was very interesting to take on the challenge also of how much can I get out of 1 or 2 balls of yarn. Technically with this budget, you just need less than $15 if you got a good coupon and you walked in. That's usually how I start collecting my yarn, once per transaction or whatnot. You know, I'll do the multiple trips or whatnot. That being said, I've worn it outside already, I've worn it indoors, and the 20% wool definitely, I think, is the sweet spot in terms of retaining and generating heat, I would say, because it doesn't make me sweat, but it does keep me warm-ish. I thought I would record using my scarf out in the real world with a nice leather jacket. Telling you, the only crochet scarf you'll ever need. This design goes well with jean jackets too. Ooh. Look at that. I got my crochet hook right here in my pocket. Fit check. Oh, and the matching headband. There's a difference between wearing this when there's wind blowing at you and wearing this when there's no air being blown at you. So, you know, it's a very solid product yarn and it keeps you nice and warm. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Check out lemoschicago.com for all the patterns. I might throw this up there if someone wants to buy this, or I might make one more. I think this was a successful challenge because out of 2 skeins of a 137 yard skein of yarn, that's like what, 274? I think that's a pretty decent amount of yardage for you to achieve this generously large scarf. Let me know in the comments what color do you want me to do this again. If you know of another bulky size 5 yarn that's about the same thickness as Hue and Me, let me know in the comments down below. I might go ahead and pick it and enjoy it because I know I have these. These big twists are bulky 5 and this is 233, so it'd be interesting to see how much I can get out of that. I have some impressions too, maybe. No impressions. This is 164 yards. I would have to get like 2 of these. And if you recreate it yourself, let me know. Also tag me on Instagram if you do. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.